Amara, I think I need some light. Bring me my bring me my ring light. Careful. Careful. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you the plug. So plug this in carefully without letting it fall. Sorry guys, we need some ring light here. Careful. I thought I could do it because it's evening without ring light. Press on. That's not. Oh yeah. Okay. Awesome. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. With the ring light, I think it's a little better. How are you guys doing? Buki Shote, I see you. Okay, guys. Hey, 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 hey. All right. More thoughts on the Mercy Aigbe, and Sammy Okposo sagas. You know, quite a lot of people tried to, how do I put it, misinterpret and misunderstand me. And I don't care about y'all. I'm going to say what I need to say. You don't like it? So what? Okay, so first things first. Those people wanting to trade the Forex robot, I need to say this. I'm upset. I took a little clip from my video. Facebook people, this message is for you. I took a little clip from my video with Bookie and uploaded it for anyone who was interested in learning how to trade Forex. And by mistake, instead of putting Bookie's number, I put my number. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really angry with those who send text messages, even though I'm upset that you guys don't send WhatsApp messages only. If you had sent me a WhatsApp message, I would have just bulked you all into a WhatsApp group and assigned a tutor to you people. You are sending me text message for a favor you want me to help you with, and I'm now going to reply with 4 naira. If I reply 10 people, it's 40 naira. If I reply 100 people, it's 400 naira. Eh? First things first. But I'm still not so angry. I would rather spend 400 naira. It's okay. It could have been done for free and have been easier, but okay, I'd rather spend 400 naira. Then the callers, dudes, they said, send WhatsApp message. Why are you calling? Why are you people so how do they put it? Why are you so like boron? Don't call, WhatsApp only. Okay, I will still pick your call. Now I pick your call, talk quickly. Every day I pick about 150 calls. I can't continue. I don't have time to be productive because I'm talking to somebody whose leg is paining, whose ear is paining, whose teeth is paining. I can't deal. Stop calling me. Help me to help you. Send me a message. If I put a post, read the post. Somebody say I no get data. If you no get data, we are talking about Forex where the minimum investment is $200. Don't worry, it's not for you. It is not fight. Minimum investment to trade in this Forex robot is $200. If you don't have data on your phone, where do you want to see $200 from? Where do you people want to see 200? You don't have data on your phone. You can't go to WhatsApp. To go to WhatsApp, you are on and offing data. Is it you that want to trade MetaTrader 4? Some things are not for you. Some people were renting a helicopter the other day. That's how me too. I went there, I wore my shoe. I said, okay, let me even go and see how much is to rent helicopter. Let me carry taste buds to somewhere. They gave me bill, they say $30,000. I don't follow them fight. I don't follow them argue. I don't ask them question. I wear my shoe back. I go my house. It's not for me. I cannot not afford a helicopter trip of $30,000. I have not reached there. Maybe one day I will reach there. As I am now, I have not reached there. If you don't have money to have permanent data on your phone, let me tell you, you want me to check my data for you? I have 300 gig of data. Data is the first thing you will need when you are trading Forex. You will need unlimited data because you'll be in and out of you'll be monitoring. So when you don't have data, where do we want to start with you from? Eh? Then you see those ones that are calling and are disturbing, they are still good. The flashers, let me tell you, once you flash me once, I just go to that number and I block the number. Simple instruction. That's why people fail JAM woefully. That's why people fail SSC. That's why people fail WAEC, NECO. That's why people have bad leaders, because you don't listen. I typed it out. And I typed it slowly. For those of you that can't read fast, I was intentionally typing slowly, hoping you will also read slowly, because I know you can't read fast and you can't assimilate fast. Okay, read it and obey. Send WhatsApp message only. Then you are flashing. You want to let me break your heart here. Let me be honest with you. When I invested, I started my Forex robot with $200, because that's the minimum. You need $100 for the robot and $100 for your investment. That's what the robot will work with. I realized that it was good because I was making about $1 a day. So in a week, I was making $5. In a month, I was making about $20. It makes sense. That's 20%. But guess what? If you want to withdraw your money, it charges you $3 per withdrawal. So that means you can't withdraw your first week because you have $5. What do you want to withdraw? $2. Your second week, if you withdraw $10, what you actually get is $7. So I realized that yes, although I was making money, but because my investment capital was so small, the money was cut. So I increased it to $500. At $500, I was making $5 a day. $5 a day is $25 a week. If I want to withdraw my $25 and it comes as $22, it still makes a bit more sense. And if I decide to leave it for 2 weeks, it's $50, that comes as $47. That makes sense. So if you really want to enjoy it, you need to have money to spend. And remember, Forex is not 100%. You feel lose your money. I invest because I see it working, but I also want to put the caveat. I want to put the disclaimer. Make una know. Nothing when no de lano. If you lano for your head, do not call my name. Right now, as I'm talking to you, my investment in the robot is $5,000. I make $50 thereabout per day. Today, I made $56. But for me to make this $56, I have to have an investment of $5,000. So we are talking of this kind of investment, and you are flashing. What do you want me to do inside your life? Did I tell you to come and collect bonds? If I say come and collect bonds, you can flash me. We are talking of business that before you can actually enjoy it, you need minimum, you need $200. To enjoy it, you need $500 minimum. Now, to be making good money regularly, you need at least $1,000 to $5,000. Then you are now calling and you are now flashing to be part of that business. It's like when they say come and buy land in Lekki. They say come and buy land in Lekki and your bank balance is 70,000 naira. Why are you going? Why are you answering? Don't listen to all those motivational speakers that you will just, someday you will go somewhere, they will use stone pursue you like dog. Your bank balance na 70,000. They say they won't sell cheap land for Banana Island. Because you hear cheap, you think say you enter 70,000. That's how one of my friends dashed his younger brother his range. The younger brother thought he did him a favor. The range is still packed in the mechanic's place. The boy used it for 6 months. After that, they gave him the first bill. The first bill crippled the range till today. They say you should go and bring 660,000 naira. The range is still there. There are some things that are bigger than you. Just agree. Right now, house in Banana Island is bigger than me. I will tell you the truth. House in Banana Island is bigger than me. No need to argue. Maybe 1 year from now, maybe 2 years from now, they don't do those kind of things by faith. God does not give people money by faith. Now I'm Robert, they teach you that kind of Yahoo. Yes, there's a logic there. You build your mind, and as you build your mind, you elevate your mind and elevate your body. Yes, it's science. It has nothing to do with God or anything. The more you listen, I had a boss who used to collect watches and pens, and I'll go to his office and I'll see him, and I started liking pens. And I remember I bought my first pen, and then started buying that's how I got influenced and started buying watches. And one day I was able to walk into Polo and point to a $40-something thousand watch or a $50-something thousand watch and say, give me. You understand? So I understand that, yes, motivate yourself, but sometimes your motivation can be a nuisance. You can become a nuisance. Let me tell you the truth. People don't tell you the truth. That's why you are where you are today. They talk, say, minimum investment. $200. Somebody say, what can I do with $50? What answer do you want me to give you? What answer do you want me to give you? Use your $50, use it to do coin, and put soap on it and use it to bath. That's what you can do with $50 in a $200 minimum investment. So I should come and dash you $150. The problem is you people like those people that will rub your head and lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's beyond you. If you don't have minimum $200, leave it. Don't text, don't call, don't WhatsApp. Just go and watch the next gossip video. I will give you nice, sweet gist. And if you don't like gist, I will preach to you the way no pastor has preached to you, and I will teach you the doctrine. But when we are teaching people how to do business, remember, there's a minimum. Please. Now, Forex, we dey talk. No send me WhatsApp if you not get $200 minimum. And I know say $200 where you borrow. I know say if you don't have life savings of $200, $200 to spare. Any business you want to do with Forex, it must be a business you can spare. Money you can spare. Money you don't need urgent. I want urgent 2K. And you like lock urgent 2K. No, if I trade the Forex. Don't be disgracing yourselves up and down. 1,000 people will send message. Out of the 1,000 people, only 3 or 4 have sense. And it's not bad. Everybody is a fan. Listen, the fact that you don't have money does not mean you can not watch Daddy Free. Daddy Free does not charge you for anything. But there are some products that are not your own. Leave them. Not they click on wait enough you buy. Not they window shop. Somebody come and say, he flash me. Daddy Free, can you call me back? Flash me. I just pick the now. Of course, I want customer. I just pick the phone and say, okay, make I even hear him. And say, hey, Daddy, I just want you to teach me about forest. Now, forestry now remain. You don't even know what you want to learn. You don't even get sense. I don't even know. That's why I quiet. Person who I want course, I just quiet. They look out for phone. Say, if I course this one, I go add to the inborn thing we follow and come as moo. Someone said it's $10K. Okay, that's the kind of people you are talking about. It's money you can spare, money you can set aside. Yes, you are talking about it. Only $100 for the robot. The remaining $9,900, you will use it to be trading. So please, make I wonder if I see any nonsense message from any sackpa person again on top Forex, I go tell you what you no one hear. I'm not saying you cannot be rich tomorrow. You are done. I'm not saying you cannot be rich tomorrow. I'm not saying so. As you are not rich now, leave this one. It no be your turn. Forestry call animal husbandry. Please. Anybody that calls this number, once I see your number coming as call, I just cut it block. You will never be able to it's very easy, cut block. I have somebody that's sitting down with the phone. In fact, let me give you the number. +234 80 231 79239 080 231 79239. Send Daddy Freeze and your name by WhatsApp only. If you have minimum of $200 to spare, make you hear all the English. Minimum of $200. If you not get $200, ignore me. This thing where I have talk, it not concern you. Minimum of 200 US dollars to trade. Minimum $200 equivalent. And it's not be exactly $200 because you'll be transferring. So transferring fee, just make it like $203, $204. So it can land in your account. So we are talking about 120,000 naira or 122,000 naira. We know they use Forex to charity. If you want to chop, if you never chop, you get the way we will handle your charity. And please, I don't do online giveaway. Me and Obi Kubana, we don't talk this thing. We know they do online giveaway. If we want to feed hungry people, we know them where they are in the beggars camp. Not you people that have money to do data. Some of you are using better phones than the people that are even dashing you money. I don't do online giveaway. I don't do online giveaway. If you want to send me message, hey, that if my leg is paining you, I'm sorry. I will tell you sorry and I'll tell you to use Panadol. You will not like me, oh. If you don't hear what, you don't go like me. That's my problem, oh. Sorry, I've been going around because I've suffered this morning from foolishness of people. If you don't like me, if you are not listening to me, you will not like me. If your leg is paining you, I'm not a doctor. Please, if you let only the people who have genuine messages. Let me tell you, some people, as I'm reading your message, as I read the first 3 lines, I am blocking you immediately. So I will not have to deal with your foolishness. One guy told me that he freeze, send me money. You will not regret it. I am regretting talking to you that you are asking me. I've already started regretting. I say I follow you talk now, regret. I should send you money. I may be your papa. So please, this is the number. If you are interested, just send Daddy Freeze and your name. Don't greet, don't send anything. Just let's be civil. Listen, work quickly. Let me be able to attend to you quickly. Pum, 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 pum. I've dealt with 200 people in 1 hour. We've moved you to a WhatsApp group. You have a mentor that's going to teach you and put you through. And you must have a minimum of $200 that you can spare. No be your school fees. Or one person called Tasteboard say, Tasteboard, I have $200, but it's the money I want to use to go to school. Should I first do it, then I'll postpone my school for 6 months? You want to leave school. You want to be doing Forex that is risky. Oh yes, the richest people in the world trade Forex. Absolutely, a lot of rich people do. I also trade Forex. But I trade my Forex with money I can spare. If tomorrow I go there and I don't see my $5,000 again, I don't go cry, I don't go waka for road naked. It go pain me. And I know by God's grace I cannot lose my money because I'm taking calculated risks. But let me warn you, if I go there and I don't see my money, I will not walk naked. Don't put any money where go make you turn to Reala Shaw overnight because you don't see your money again. Thank you very much. The number again is +234 802 3179 239. Okay? All right. Sorry, I had to address that. Then let us go to what really brought us here. Mercy Aigbe Gentry, or formerly Gentry, sorry. I read a post by some lady. That's my number. Let me pin it there. WhatsApp only, oh. Your name and Daddy Freeze, that's all. WhatsApp only, oh. WhatsApp only, oh. Don't call, don't text. And you have to have a minimum of $200 you can afford to spare. Let's be nice to one another so we'll not fight. Thank you. I love you all. Okay. Now, moving on to Mercy. But there was a lady I saw online. She said that, I want to see if I can find the exact story, so I will not be quoting what somebody did not say. It was on Instablog Niger. Okay, it was some lady who spoke about Mercy saying, you are collecting somebody's happiness. You are happy, your happiness is making somebody else cry or something like that. Who saw that post? Please, who saw? And if you saw that post, can you please? Yes, Juliana. No. Okay, this one, the spiritual father one. Okay. Okay. I'm looking for that story. I'm looking for that story. I'm looking for that story. Okay, this is not Juliana. Who has that story? Who can help me with it? Some lady, another actress, spoke about mercy. Who did? If you saw it, please quickly WhatsApp it to. DM it to me. I want to address what she said about making somebody else sad on Monday. Okay. One day ago, that means on Monday will be far. Making another woman sad. You see, there's some narrative that we need to address in this generation. No, okay, this is still Pastor Timmy doing his good work. Okay. If anybody has it, can you please DM it to me? Uh, Has anybody sent me a DM with it? And I know still go send me DM now, and I know go find them. I need that story. Anybody can, because I don't want to address what they, so that they will not come and say tomorrow that they did not say what they said. No, it's still messy. Aigbe. She's been trending the whole week. In the book says, a home built on top of another woman's tears. God bless you. God bless you. That is it. Home built on an. Oh, somebody don't send that to me. Ah, man, people now useful. Oh, child. Mercy Aigbe, new boo. Actress Uche Ebere breaks silence. That's the post. A home build on top of it should be built. I hate to be your English teacher or your English corrector or be how did they take Talkham English lecturer, but please, if I talk pidgin, if English hard, not be say yeah, but just try. On top of another woman's tears will never stand. You lose him the same way you get him. Now, let me deal with this. Why do we always act like people in a marriage own one another? The only thing that possesses human beings in this world is demons. Oh. Let me tell you, only a demon can own a human. It's called it demonic possession. Many of you have turned marriage into a demonic possession. I want to ask you a question. They said the same thing about me and my ex. They said my new woman made my ex cry. My ex that was making me cry every day. We are not inside their marriage. I will always say this. If they were truly happy, Baba no go get eye for outside. Something was missing. For the man to leave, it means he was not happy. Let me tell you, you can't take a man away from where he's happy. The woman feel not fine. The woman feel not sabi cook. But as long as she's making the man happy, as long as they are friends, you can't. Listen, let me tell you, there's a crack. If there's no crack in the wall, lizard no fit enter. The reason why lizard enter inside this matter, because there was a crack in the wall already. Someone said something doesn't have to be missing for him to have wandering eye. Let me tell you, if a man has a wandering eye and he wanders outside, let's deal with this wandering eye. He will not stay there. He will wander there and he will come back to his wife. Listen, let me tell you, when a marriage is together, there has to be, for a man to leave a marriage, there has to be, it's not wandering eye. Wandering eye and a one night stand. You know how many, let me tell you, all of you that are talking, you think your husbands don't have wandering eye because they come and act like they are gentle. Go and see them in the nightclub. Go and see them in the street bar. See them behaving themselves very well. Do you know how many guys I'll go and pick from their house? The wife will say, it's only you I trust. I carry the guy, go club. The next thing, guy will say, give me your car key. Then I go they say and they put a rubber inside the pocket. You want to go carry. Maybe they tell ourselves truth. Does it mean he will not go back to his wife? I'm not supporting that kind of behavior. Don't get me wrong. I don't do it too. But any relationship, if nobody can snatch a human being, let's stop talking like we are living in the village with Mama Basira and co. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Nobody can snatch a grown man or a grown woman. Something there inside the matter, but nobody want to tell you true. Nobody can start. Listen, sometimes you see a marriage and everything looks cool. They come to church together, they laugh together. You don't know what's eating them inside. You don't know what is eating them inside. Then one day somebody now comes and they now see something in that person. Sometimes it's a mistake. Sometimes you feel that somebody else is better than your husband. It happens. Or somebody else better than your wife. It happens. But you see, sometimes you see things that your husband is missing or your wife is missing in another person. And it doesn't, let me tell you, you can shake your body and tempt a man. For the man to follow you, no be yash and breast though. Go make man leave, they follow you. There has to be something about you. Someone say they can snatch him with juju. Nah lie. Make una leave all this kaya mata. Now so that they do. They never snatch Dangote. They never snatch Adenuga. Now your boyfriend. Now they won't come snatch you. Your husband. He don't give you food money finish. They never snatch Bill Gates. They never snatch Mark Zuckerberg. Now your husband they won't come snatch. For Abule Aigbe, where una they stay, they manage. Please, let's leave this matter and let's stop fooling ourselves. So, that's my take on it. Because everybody believes that if a man leaves a woman, the woman is going to cry. What if the man that is inside the marriage is crying inside the marriage? Every day is waking up, is crying. The reason why I'm talking about, I went through this before. I was inside this kind of relationship. Every day I'm waking up. There was a point I was depressed. I started losing weight. I just started losing weight. I just started shrinking. I just started losing weight. I had no motivation to eat. Oh, I've never told you this story before. Let me tell you, the only thing that made me eat was the pain in my stomach. I know what I used to do. Because I didn't have time. I didn't have the zeal of life to actually sit down with a plate of food. I'll just open the cupboard. If I see Milo, I will take 1 spoon. If I see Gary, I'll take 1 spoon. Anything that I can just put in my mouth so that pain will go. Once I just put 1 spoon, 2 spoons in my mouth, the pain goes. I'm okay. I don't care about the food. I'm not you know how big a foodie I am. I didn't care about anything again. I was just depressed and I was gradually slipping away. I was in a torturous place, but yet I was at a point I'll come out, I'll do like I'm strong and everything. Then she moves out and starts crying up and down that taste bud snatched me from her. The narrative was there. Then a lot of people were now saying taste bud wants to come and build another woman's sweat. And we tell you the truth. Me, I know they hide mouth talk. Now so far, I was in tears every day. Emotionally, physically, I was down. Nobody will snatch anybody from anybody. Let's leave ourselves alone. So, when you see a marriage breaking up, I actually respect people who have mind to walk away from a marriage. It takes balls. It takes guts to actually get up and say, you know what? I'm not doing this again. Now, it doesn't mean the other person is bad. It just means the person is not good for you. She might be great for somebody else. She might be great on her own. He might be amazing to his friends and he might be great on his job, but he is not for you. Don't stress it. So, okay, the man that is not happy, if truly, listen, if truly he goes out and it's not worth it, it should be not this life all of us did. 3 years later, he will see him come going to beg his wife. It happens. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, do you believe in for better for worse? I believe in for better for worse when people love each other and want to stay together. I've seen people leave rich people. I've seen people leave billionaires who are healthy. They didn't leave them because they became poorer. When you read for better or for worse, they say in riches and in how do they even add it? For better for worse, if we love each other, if we are making each other happy, if we're friends, if we're a team, we can tackle anything together. Blessing users, no matter how you paint it, Mercy na husband snatcher, gold digger. Auntie, you want make the dash area for you inside this my life now. Checking the dash area for koto son goro bi orun gongo. O senu pelebe bi enu pepeye. Abori e tin tan na check engine to money. O je kan buy diagnose here. Why will you call another woman a husband snatcher? And let me tell you, if you look at all these people's mothers, they are saying the same thing about them. I was talking to one of my aunties one day. If you mention this person, my auntie say, Ola Jenny, now which? You mention this person. One day I sat my auntie and I said, do you know even you, they are saying you be witch? Stop this narrative. The fact that you are saying it about other people is also fueling those people that are saying it about you. Stop calling other people witches. They call you witch. Me, they call me Antichrist. Stop fueling these narratives. I believe in marriage, and I've seen very many good marriages that are working. I love. You should come and see me and taste buds when we are gisting. Yesterday night, like 3 a.m., we would gist like, don't be saying we know they quarrel, don't be saying we know they fight. But when you fight with your friend, you don't fight like you want to scatter, you are fighting constructively. So please, let's deal with that. Let's stop calling other women husband snatchers. Someone said, stop insulting other people like this. Let people express themselves. You go collect too. For my life, now me get the life. If you're not like us and they talk to people, just go. Go. Someone said it's simply an adultery. One by one, our eye will begin open. Now, let us talk about Sammy Okposo. One woman said that I was siding Sammy Okposo and I was biased and everything. And I have this to say. You see, we have mistaken westernization and feminism mentality. Proper feminism, there's nothing wrong with proper feminism. I support feminism. But there's what you call the feminist mentality. We have confused it for Christianity. You see, I want to be very honest with you. Sexual immorality is something we need to actually discuss as a topic in Christianity. Because having a wife or a concubine, having another wife or a concubine is not immorality. If not, there will be clear scriptural distinction or expression talking about it. Father Abraham had concubines. Solomon, David had concubines. So there is nowhere in scripture where having a concubine was considered immorality. Paul said, let every man have one wife. And I always warn people about the teachings of Paul. They are always politically inclined and politically motivated. The Hebrew society was not monogamous. The African society is not monogamous. Islam came 500 years after Christianity. And it did not make polygamy bad. Now, Christ, just like, you see, if you listen to, that's why I told you the other day, there's a Pharisee interpretation, or the hermeneutical interpretation from the Pharisees and from the Sadducees and from the Qumran. There's a scripture in the Bible that says you cannot have a toilet inside the camp. The toilet has to be outside the camp. And there's another scripture that says on the Sabbath you are not allowed to go outside the camp. The Pharisees interpreted this with what you call a keruv. That is like a perimeter around the toilet, including the camp. So even though the toilet is outside the camp, it is still within the keruv, so that people can go to the toilet during the Sabbath. The Qumran said no. 24 hours you cannot go to the toilet, because the scriptures say no toilet, nobody goes out on the Sabbath. So, you see, there's a lot of hermeneutical translation that has led to making things that are not issues. A pastor who is robbing his congregation of tithe and offering is telling a woman who is a second wife to a man to go and divorce her husband as a restitution. How much of the money you've stolen from the poor have you restituted? Now, I'm going somewhere with this. Now, when it comes to having a concubinage, David had so many concubines, at a point he left 10 behind. I want you to show me a scripture where God said having a concubine was bad or satanic or evil. My problem is how Sammy handled this situation. That's my problem. The girl got pregnant. What Sammy should have done is, okay, is it that what we're doing was wrong? It was a mistake. I'm not doing it again. But there's a child here. How do we handle this going forward? Or, you know what? No problem. You have a child. I want to be in the child's life. I will make sure I will send you 5,000 naira every month towards the child's upkeep, blah, 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 blah. Someone says, so what is adultery? I will ask you that you are asking me, what is adultery? Adultery is what the Oyibo people that called Yehoshua Jesus defined for you. Because I don't see where they said David committed adultery with all his concubines. I don't see. I've read this book. Listen, I did not study Bible in English. I did not study it with King James. So me and Simplific still argue this thing today. I studied Bible with Latin scholars, Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek scholars, and Hebrew historians alongside the antiquities of the Jews. So I'm telling you from a historical point of view, the definition of adultery is wrong if it doesn't include the concubines that were legal in the Old Testament. Because then you are now saying Father Abraham is adulterous. We have to be very careful. Someone said Exodus chapter, see or there. Exodus chapter 20 verse 14, thou shalt not commit adultery. David lived under that law and had several wives. Solomon had 1,000 wives. Why did they not call him adulterous? He lived under that law. If he was adulterous, they would have stoned him. The penalty for adultery is stoning. You will read a part of a book you don't understand. Stop listening to your Nigerian pastors and your British influence. They will teach you nonsense. Who wrote Proverbs? You are reading Proverbs chapter 6 verse 10. Who wrote Proverbs? Someone that had 10 concubines. We need to start sitting down. Grace does not say you cannot have concubines. It does not say so. It is, let me tell you, the people that brought Christianity to you have one man, one wife. It is British. It's their ideology. And they interpreted, the hermeneutical interpretation they brought to you was according to the understanding and underpinnings of their society. I do not believe in polygamy personally, and I don't preach it in my church, but I do not outlaw it the way the church has outlawed it. There are things 100 times worse than polygamy, and your pastors practice those ones. Greed is what they say will not take you into the kingdom of heaven. Someone say you are making the biblical verse look stale and unrealistic. It was written in a society that does not exist today. Christ said, someone said, Christ said a man or woman can divorce if there's infidelity. You are quoting Matthew chapter 19 verse 9. The Greek word that was used there is porneia. It's not infidelity. Porneia. Porneia means prostitution. It means more of immorality, not infidelity. And what do you define as infidelity? Are you going to tell me? Let me read a scripture to you. Wait, I will read some scriptures to you. When I'm done, make you come judge them. Genesis chapter 25 and verse 6. Before he died, he gave gifts to the sons of his concubines and sent them off to the land in the east, away from Isaac. The sons of his concubines. Abraham. I don't want to read about Jacob too because we will be lost here. They were even doing kayamata for themselves. The two sisters that he married that brought their mates and gave him. I will not even go there. Let me read this scripture to you. Second Samuel chapter 15 verse 16. So the king and all his household set out at once. He left no one behind except 10 of his concubines to look after the palace. This is talking about David going out, leaving 10 of his concubines. For David to have 10 of his, for the word is of his, for you to have of his, that means there were at least 11. Now, someone is asking a very interesting question. NSP Dian, are you saying I can have another man on the side as I am married? Unfortunately, the Bible is sexist. Let's be honest. A woman biblically is owned by a man. That is why in the definition of adultery, the capital punishment is only given if the woman is married. If me, a married man, sleeps with, let me look for somebody here, Nene, who is not married. She's nobody's wife. She's not betrothed to anyone. The maximum penalty for me is I must marry her. That's according to the law of Moses. I must pay her father, is it 50 shekels? And I must marry her. That's the penalty. Now, if Nene were married, the death penalty comes in. So the the penalty for adultery according to the law of Moses is based on whether the woman is married or not. We need to agree this. Now, in today's world, and even according to the teachings of Christ and the furtherance of the gospel according to Apostle Paul, if you read Galatians chapter 3 verse 28, for example, says there's no more male or female, Jew or Gentile, we're all one in Christ. That brings a bit of confusion because we're taking a society where men were obviously superior to women, and we're bringing it to a society where men are equal to women. And then, how does polygamy fit in today's world? It's a very difficult fit. There's no one answer is adultery. No. There's one Bible verse. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you, that I use to preach against polygamy. Because unless you are willing to let your wife have a man on the side, you shouldn't have a concubine, because in that way you are doing unto your wife what you don't want her to do unto you. Unless your wife can sign off her right and say, I know I can have another man, but because I love my husband, I want to keep my husband, I'm not going to do so, but you can have another woman. That way you have removed that clause from your head. Secondly, it is not possible to be fair to more than one woman, but they're billionaires. Now, for instance, if you want to be polygamous as a man, or you want to have a concubine, your wife must be aware and she must approve it. If she approves it, then it's okay. Some women don't care. They know their husbands are rich. They know their husbands are going to go out and come back to them. They don't care. They don't care. As long as he's taking care of the kids, he's making sure the bills are paid, he's not bringing disease home, it's okay. Some women who know their husband's girlfriends and hang out with them. And some girlfriends respect the wives at home. If you can fix that kind of scenario, I don't see why it is wrong. I cannot come here and judge you and tell you it is wrong according to which Bible that David did. Tomorrow you go and be reading Psalm and be using it to cast and bind. Meanwhile, the person that wrote it lived this type of lifestyle. And Christ, when you see, if you study the antiquities of the Jews, when he was dealing with, when Christ said, a man leaves his wife, his parents, and cleaves to his wife. There are Jewish scholars that will tell you that if a man has 4 wives, he leaves his parents and cleaves to this one. He leaves his parents and cleaves to this one. Each time he has a wife, he's leaving his parents and cleaving to his wife. There's a hermeneutical interpretation that goes along that line. Remember, the interpretation you have was given to you by Oyinbo people. And they interpreted it according to the underpinnings of their society. So, in Sammy's instance, Sammy's wife didn't approve. If she did, he would not be apologizing to her. Now, I want to bring Vic. Vic, are you here? I want us to talk about the other woman. I was a bit hard on her. And I watched some YouTube videos and they said that the phrase was being biased. I was leaning towards Sammy Okposo and all that. I didn't realize that I did so. But to be honest, if she knew he was married, but you made a vow at the time you got married to commit to one wife. You see, Christ in Matthew chapter 5 said, don't make any vows. Stop making vows. That let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything else is from the devil. Who created those vows? Did you really want to vow the vow? Let me tell you, any vow that you were conned into vowing is nonsense. Any vow that you vowed, society read you make a vow. Did you really want to make a vow from the bottom of your heart? Or you just did it because everybody, you know the vows that you make. So we need to be careful with all these things. Couples need to sit down. Couples need to discuss. Are you going to cheat on me? Do you want to have another woman? I can't take it. Oh, me, I can take it. Let's have a bit of, how do I put it? Anyway, Vic is here. Simply Vic, how are you doing, bro?
I'm fine, bro. I'm very well, thank you.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, clearly. So
Yeah,
we're
so
talking about the lady involved with Sammy Okposo. What are your thoughts exactly?
yeah, my thoughts are quite simple and very straightforward. I'm not even going to beat about the bush. Yeah, it's easy for us to throw the lady under the bus. Yes, I will admit that she was wrong for sleeping with a married man or for having an affair, quote unquote, with a married man. And the good thing about what the lady has said so far is that she has taken responsibility for that. She never denied it. She never said she didn't know he was married or not. She said she was, according to her, a willing participant. So she knew she's an adult, a grown woman. And she literally explained from the beginning how they met till she got pregnant. And this happened over a span of months. So it was not a one-off, was not a one-off stand. Sammy literally pursued her, according to her, because there are written testimonies and she had a voice video during her interview. I want to clear something quickly before I go on. People have seen, a lot of us have seen WhatsApp chats, Instagram chats between the lady and Sammy. She did not release those things because she wanted to. When she cried out that Sammy blocked me on all platforms, the interviewer wanted to know if she was not playing a trick or trying to trap Sammy Okposo. And the interviewer requested that, can you show me evidences? That was when she came out with every chat from day one till date. So she didn't start with those chats. She just wanted to show the lady that I am not lying. I've been to the hospital. I'm truly pregnant. She said she met Sammy in Texas at one of his concerts. Sammy gave this woman his Nigerian number, gave this woman his American number, gave this woman his WhatsApp handle and his Instagram handle. They were communicating as friends, according to the lady, back and forth. Sammy came to Texas, Houston, to be precise, on concert. They met, they hung out. Sammy gave this woman his hotel address. They came, they had dinner and all that. So it was not a one-off thing. It was not like she was trying to throw him under the bus or knew who he was, but was just coming for him. No. I do not like the narrative that, but the woman knew. Why did she? Did Sammy knew? Okay, let me ask a question. If this lady wasn't pregnant, would Sammy still be shagging her? Let's be honest. It's not a one-night stand. It's not once, not twice, not thrice, multiple times, according to this lady. Sammy literally leaves Nigeria, goes abroad for a concert, uses this woman to calm down at night. She's now pregnant. Now it's her fault. Now she's coming after a quote-unquote born-again man, a gospel singer, really. These are two adults, for God's sakes. The woman wanted to reached out to Sammy. Sammy, do you like to speak to the doctor? I was feeling funny. Everything was fine, according to her. They had conversations. Everything was dope. They were seeing each other anytime. They saw in Houston, Texas, and different cities. Anytime she brought him gifts. She brought him a polo shirt that he wore during one of his rehearsals, according to her voice testimonies. She has taken Sammy to different places when he was doing his shopping in America. So she wasn't someone that was picked on the street. Sammy literally pursued this woman. Wasn't he married then? Was he not a born-again Christian then? Didn't he know that he had a reputation and he had a ministry then? I think Sammy just broke the 11 commandments. Thou shalt not get caught. And the lady was trying to be sensible. She called you. You blocked her on all platforms. For God's sakes, you can't do that. She's American. She's not Nigerian that you can threaten. Sammy threatened her that he has lawyers in abroad, in America, lawyers in Nigeria will come for you. Sammy insulted her. She's stupid. She's this, she's that. But when you were doing the do, she wasn't stupid. She was probably hot and cool. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's nice. If she was my sister, how would I have advised her? If she was your sister, Daddy Freeze, what are we going to be saying today? Yeah, Sammy did not think of all the good things he was going to lose. His marriage, his reputation, and his career. He just got caught. And it begs the question, how many ladies are falling into this trap by men that were popular, but when they get caught, then people start to side them. Yes, we are all Christians. Yes, people make mistakes. I'm not even calling out Sammy for what he did. But if you can do the do, then stand up and own it. Yes, I did it. I'm sorry to my wife, blah, blah, blah. I will make... Sammy did not even deny that he didn't do anything. Because if he didn't deny it because he actually told the lady to commit an abortion. So if Sammy is telling the lady to commit an abortion, do born against advise people to commit abortion to begin with? So please, let's say the truth and stop all this BS. All this BS, I don't like it. Okay, it has happened, it has happened. Sammy should step up, own to it. Yeah, beg your wife, whatever your wife does in the future, that's up to her. But at the end of the day, you can't treat this woman like trash because she's now pregnant for you. That's my take. I don't think people should come for this woman because as far as I'm concerned, she was a willing participant and she owned it. She took charge of it.
All right, guys. We have Ubi Franklin here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ubi Franklin here. Big shout out to Triple MG boss, good friend of mine, brother in the industry. Ubi, how are you doing?
Ubi, how are you doing?
Very well, man.
What is your take on this matter?
Like I said on my Instagram,
Victor, mute your mic, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mute my working. Let me just mute here.
It's great, you know. The beautiful you and I with conversation with, and we kind of review it, our own past experiences, our own past experiences in life and the mistakes that we've made, right? I know what transpired between them, but the most important thing is this guy has taken his fall and he didn't wait for anybody to call him out. He called himself. You get what I'm saying? So whatever the situation is, I posted something the other day and people were like, I shouldn't have said anything. You know, for crying out loud, I've never cheated. And it's fact. You understand? In marriage, ask, you know. But the thing is, I'm just saying that we all have our deep issues and deep situations that we all go through. And listen, nobody, not even anybody on this call is perfect. We have things that we need.
Yeah, of course.
Our day will come. Our day will come. And when that day arrives, when that day lands, you understand? Maybe if you're popular, it's swept under the carpet. But if you are, you're left there. Right? So,
Ubi, can I ask you a question, bro?
Please.
Can I ask you a question? Is that okay? I don't know if you follow the story.
I didn't listen to what you were saying. I just came in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I just wanted to ask a question.
You see, I want to say something.
I wasn't coming.
Hold on. I wanted to say something in support
I wasn't
of.
even advocating for him. All I was just saying is people were literally bashing the woman like she did.
Yeah,
this
you
to
see,
herself.
the woman
That's
has
not right.
simply Vic. Hold on.
Let me something. Can I
Okay,
say
Ubi,
something?
talk. Ubi, talk. When you are done, I'll talk.
This has to be said and it has to be straightened, right?
Yes.
This has to be said and it has to be straightened. We should get off the fact that sometimes, you see, you are talking today because people are saying things about the woman, right? Don't forget that when we celebrities have kids, right? When we are not married, that they start calling him and they leave the lady out, right? Now this is, if as far as there's nothing like he raped me or she raped me, right? When there's a baby that comes forth, right? No matter what it is, right? No matter what it is, we can never take it out from, you must blame the guy or you must blame the girl. But here, today you are talking because the lady is being blamed, right? For me, I don't think the lady is being blamed as much as Sammy is.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you, Ubi.
Like I said on my post, people have, let me tell you something. People have dragged
The lady
Sammy.
is getting death threats.
Listen,
What's that
bro,
situation?
Baba, let me tell you something. it will not amount to shit. She lives in America and she's properly protected. I'm sure the people that are giving, and the people that are reading those, are pulling those death threats, don't even have a visa to go to Ghana or a passport to go to Ghana. Trust me. So let's agree to that first. Unfortunately, but trust me, is no threat that is good. Even if somebody in America is threatening her, right now, I'm sure that it's easy in America to use the internet to find out where the person is and get the person arrested.
Yeah, so absolutely.
That make noise and say a lot of shit on social media. They are in somewhere that they don't even have a passport to cross the line. Do you understand? So I'm not saying I don't support what is not good. We all have that, bro. Let's call it spade. That the freeze is not perfect. Yeah, this when
I'm not perfect.
We're just saying, I wish I didn't do this. I wish I didn't do this. We know
the only difference between we and them is we haven't been caught yet. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't been caught. So if you have not been caught, don't come on social media and be writing things, calling people names and all that shit. Yes, did Sammy Okposo mess up? Yeah, he did. Let's be honest. You know, he also, for me, every day now, if I go to church and I'm sitting in church, right, and I look at where our choir is, I feel like, listen, this guy, I used to see him here, and looking at this kind of situation happening to him is really, really unfortunate, right? Now, he may not have thought of what he would lose if he didn't go straight, right? But now, I'm sure that this is a lesson to a lot of guys. If the situation like actually happens to you, hey, talk to somebody, talk to the person, have a conversation. Bro, most of the things we see on social media
are not as straightforward as they're made out to be.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Honestly, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, the priest was talking about something privately, about somebody that every time the person will, you know, but at the end of the day, we sat down, reviewed the entire situation, and we knew exactly what was going on. So for me, bro, I'll say this, and I'll say this very, very importantly, right? People can sit on social media and chat. Your father will die, your mother will die, you do this, you do that. They will kill you, they will say everything they want to say. But bro, listen, I go back tomorrow and you are doing the same shit that you are saying somebody should not. You know what I'm saying?
The only point, I agree with you here.
Yesterday, I wrote something on my Twitter yesterday, 3 days ago. That's because, you know what? I saw a celebrity who always, you know, when something is written about me on social media, she's there writing rubbish. I saw her with a sugar daddy, somebody's husband.
Ubi, sorry I'm cutting you. Everybody, sorry I'm cutting you.
Fuck you.
Ubi, wait. Ubi, wait. Wait. Let me say something. Wait. Ubi, wait.
Have you ever heard that I stole somebody's money?
Ubi, let me say something today.
Is it because I didn't take a picture of her and post?
Hold on, Ubi. Ubi, let me say something.
Let us focus.
Ubi, can I say something? Ubi, can you hear me?
If you guys want to let me talk, if you don't want me to talk,
No. Ubi, I want to say something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Mention a Nigerian celeb that is a woman. If she has runs, me and Ubi know it.
There are plenty.
I don't tell you, we know. If we not talk about, nobody say we don't know. We just no one talk because nobody our business.
This
Do you understand?
What you just said now, it's not new. This is not even. It's not even a new gist. The only part me, I'm just.
Bro, let
me just say one line that you can continue, please. Yeah, just indulge me. Well, the last few things you said, I totally agree with. The only part that I just feel is Sammy Okposo should have handled it better. Like you said, having a conversation with the lady and not trying to block her out.
Nothing you are saying that you are not wrong. Sammy Okposo would have handled it.
Absolutely.
I've had similar situations, right? Where a lady is pregnant for you and you are not ready. The entire pressure of what will people say and all of those things comes first, right? And then you don't handle the situation well. But guess what? In my own case, I'm a single guy, you know, hustling my thing and going, see, but if you had the conversation with that lady, I'm sure, bro, do you know that the day one of our biggest producers in Africa came out and said he was married before, right? That day it got me thinking, you know what I did? I said, hey, hold on 1 minute. So people can actually keep things like this for years and nobody will know about it.
Yes.
So it's possible that if Sammy Okposo had handled the situation well from back end, we'll never hear it.
I agree.
So, I agree with you that he might not have handled the thing from back end. And I'm saying from past experience as well. Do you understand? So sometimes I sit down
and the lady was also willing to actually have a conversation with him, but he literally just blanked her. You don't do that.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, let me also say something. Some people are saying that I should apologize for my previous video because I bashed the girl a lot. Okay, I apologize. Now I am giving the two of them 50-50 share in the blame. Let's be honest. It's 50-50. Now I want to tell you something, Vic. Sorry, Ubi, I want to tell you something, Vic. Don't listen to what somebody comes to say on somebody's live. The woman will come and say, hey, I didn't do anything. I was just here minding my own business. I called him, he denied him. You were not there now. We were not there. Do you know some women will call you? Let me tell you something, Let me tell you a story. Hold on, let me tell you a story. My ex and I were quarreling one day over she was talking to man at late hour in the night. The quarrel was, give me your phone. I want to you are talking to, give me your phone. She just starts shouting, neighbors, he has a knife, he wants to stab me. I'm looking at her like this. Then she does like this. Neighbor. So you were here, neighbor, they won't stab me with knife. You know, she said she stick out tongue. You heard one side of the narrative that they wanted you to hear. That is why I'm not saying that the woman is at fault, but I'm saying you can't take, because let me tell you, some people are very good at tabling evidence. Sammy no talk. Sammy just come apologize. He no talk anything now. You don't forget say Sammy no grant interview. Sammy no talk. This woman talk. This woman release text. This woman do everything. Sammy.
Let me say something, right?
Yes.
Somebody just comment here that is very, very important. Listen, there's nobody on this earth today that is an adult, that has never had unprotected sex.
Absolutely.
We agree 100%.
Let me now say this, right? What is very important is, that person you are with, the person might be in a position where they want something different from what you want. So, you get what I'm saying? Now, a woman, I say this every day, no woman will ever have a baby for a guy who has nothing to bring to the table or nothing to offer. And that's a fact.
Or doesn't like.
Doesn't like. No woman will go through the 9 months.
I agree.
You know what? I spent the entire Christmas, after I was COVID negative, from the 26th, I spent it with my family, and I saw how you can, when kids are young, you cannot move. Do you understand? You cannot move. You always be with them. And I see that women need at least 3 years per child. 3 years, 9 months to nurse their pregnancy. Another 4 months after they've had the baby. Then they need another 2 years to just be chilling and maybe doing work maybe from their computers and offline, right? And making whatever they want to make from work. Women need, because what you see, especially when they are getting to 2 and 3 years, is a different ballgame entirely. So that's why I always say this. Women are very strong people, and we have to respect them with everything. But trust me, there's no woman, if you like, say it's a lie, or I'm talking nonsense, there's no woman that would want to have a baby from a man that is a useless man, except she has a medical problem.
Except she's useless.
Exactly, except she has a medical problem that will not let her take out that baby if she has to.
Now. Somebody said a comment. I want to read this comment. Vic, hold on. I want to read this comment.
Trust me.
I want to read this comment from Fumi Inije.
Exactly.
Hold on. I want to read this comment from Fumi Inije.
It's either medical or law.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Guys, it's hard to catch your attention. I want to read this comment from Fumi Inije. Ubi, both consented, but Sammy asked her to remove the pregnancy and then ignored her. Haba, who does that? What was she expecting from Sammy? Engagement ring? No, why? Listen, you are saying Sammy said remove. He said ignore. Let's also have this. I'm not blaming her, but I want to know what was she expecting from Sammy.
Told her to remove it. No be by fight now. You can still get her to do what you want by just.
I'm sure that let's understand that I'm sure that Sammy did not handle it well.
We all agree.
We are both at fault, but I'm sure Sammy did not handle it well. If he had handled it well, I'm sure.
And can I say something? Maybe Sammy did not treat her like runs. He treated her like a proper girlfriend. That is another narrative. Because married men have girlfriends that are there. You can have 5 runs, but out of the 5 runs, you have your main dish inside among them. So maybe Sammy gave her a kind of hope that she now felt betrayed when Sammy now treated her like that. Because that is another narrative, and we need to pursue all these narratives.
See,
it's only Sammy that can answer that anyway.
Yes. That's why I said 50% of the blame for each of them. They are both at fault.
But bro, if Sammy told her to remove it and this girl reached out to Sammy, do you want to speak to the doctor, blah, 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 what do we do? And Sammy went further to block her on all platforms, threatening her with his lawyer in America and all that, calling her stupid and all that. Now
we have all agreed this now. We have all agreed that he did not handle her well.
Before I believe what you're saying, right, bro? Before I believe what you're saying, I really love us to hear from Sammy's lawyer.
Thank you. Let's hear from now. Simply Vic. Remember the story I told you. He wants to stab me.
Will not send threats to a lady.
It's in the messages between them.
Oh, okay.
That freeze. Any proper practicing lawyer will not send threats to any lady in America in situations like this.
No, we know. But Sammy just yarning nonsense now.
The lady was trying to blackmail him.
No.
Fine.
No.
In the case where she was not trying to blackmail him with other things, then we agreed. Do you understand? But let's round this up by saying we believe Sammy well, period.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderfully said, Ubi. Wonderfully said. Simply
because it's important.
All right. Pepper Room. Let's hear you. A woman's perspective. That's also men they hear before.
Because I don't understand. That I understand that, right? Both of them are wrong in this situation.
Okay.
And we don't know how things went behind the scenes.
Okay.
Behind the scene, they had sex. That's how things went.
I'm not talking about just sex. Sex.
Can we use the S word because of Instagram?
Or whatever they had. How they met, how many times they met, what kind of conversation they engaged in.
It went on for months.
It's not just about having sex.
Hey, Pepper Room, watch your language. Instagram.
SEX.
Just say they did it.
Use
coitus.
They did the do.
They boragged.
So, Daddy Freeze, the issue is this. This man came on social media and gave us this long message as if he had a one-time affair with this woman. It didn't as if it was an ongoing thing. That's not what he did. He acted as if he made a one-time mistake and cheated on his wife, and he's sorry for that. And if that was the situation, yes. But no, he planned it. There was a thing of him traveling to Houston, inviting her for his shows, coming with her friend. So they had a relationship, right? And it was
inviting her to the hotel room. They had dinners. They went shopping.
Brought up the fact that
come on,
Victor.
now Now the truth, now the truth. No, they lie. Let's say the way it is.
Daddy Freeze, this man acted as if he had it more time, and we should forgive him for his sins and his trespasses. But anyways, that's not the point. And another delicate matter is, I hope you know that if this man and his wife have been trying to conceive for 10 years.
Oh,
and
really?
He
I didn't even know
sex
that.
with this woman, and he did it without protection. Do you know the kind of mental abuse
I didn't even know that part.
His wife in check when he was having sex with this woman unprotected. A responsible man shouldn't be having sex with a woman unprotected when he's married. He shouldn't. A married man.
I didn't know this side of their. I didn't know this.
After yourself.
I didn't know this part of Sammy. I never knew this part of Sammy's family.
I don't get it.
Yeah, Sammy should have protected himself. If you want to,
he was irresponsible. That's the issue.
I agree.
He was irresponsible. Simple.
And he dealt with the matter rudely and he cheated the
she's
lady.
innocent in this. So that's it. Use protection if you want to be a cheat. If you want to cheat on your wife. If you want to step out on your marriage and go against your vows, at least do it in a way that your wife is protected. Do it in a way that your home is protected. Do you understand what I mean? Don't be
Imagine if the girl even gave him some STIs and STDs. Would have brought it home anyway. Maybe we wouldn't have heard about it.
All these people, I don't understand.
All these born again self. Me, I don't tire. Now only born again they do all these things. I don't tire.
Now, Ubi, I want to ask you a question.
Ubi's looking at me as if I'm talking jargons.
No.
Ubi.
Everybody's entitled to say what they want to say, and you made a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to say this, right? People will say that I am not in the right position to say who messed up and who didn't, right? But I'll tell you this, right? As much as possible, what I am enjoying now from what seemed like my mistakes, right, is heavenly, right? And looking back, would I have played it better? Yeah, I would have. Right. Would I have played it better? I would have. But I'll tell you this. Can I say this to you? Nobody, if you're a guy, a young woman here right now, please, I want to give you one of the biggest advice you can ever have. Please, make sure you do it right. Have kids the right way. If you have to do it the right way. You might not have survived the way we have survived. You might not have survived the way we have survived, but trust me, the world is getting to a place where it's getting more toxic, and you don't want to bring people into a country or a place where it's very, very toxic. As much as possible, I might have done mine, and I survived it. You might not. So take it easy, guys.
Send me a
and
text.
be as decent as you can. So that's what we're trying to do now. Yeah, Pepper, go ahead.
No, I agree with you, Ubi. I understand. Like, you went through what you went through and you got through it. That's it. That doesn't matter. I don't think because of what you went through, you can't speak on it. You know, that's why when Daddy Free speaks on divorce and things like that, it's necessary because he has been through divorce and he's a man that has gone through it, so he can speak from his perspective. So I don't think that you can't speak on issues like this. I disagree with that.
The highest they will do is come on social media to write. Once they, you know what? I saw it. I saw someone the other day who always is commenting on. Well, so I said, hey, now your wife be that. One
you
guy.
You told me the story.
I told you. I saw him. I said, now your wife be that. That girl where they carry go upstairs, now your wife. You know, we should not come on social media because they've never been a cut on us. Do you understand? They've never been a cut on us. In quote. And then we try to make it look like we're perfect. No, we're not perfect, man.
No,
I don't think we're perfect.
No, there's something I want to say.
I think all of us have dirty.
That is, remember we're having a conversation for a long time. And we had a heart-to-heart conversation. And after the conversation, I was like, you can imagine say people know most of the things what we don't go through, the things what we don't escape, the mistakes what we don't make. We're not here to have conversations with anybody.
Now, I want to also raise something.
A lot of people.
I want to raise something.
You know that we hang out with a lot of people that we know other people's gist that has never hit the internet. I always tell people.
Was there not a day me and you and Soso had a 3-way call?
Yeah.
You remember
that day? That day, I heard a lot of stuff. And then when I see them walking around the streets every day, and I'll be like, wow, God, this one, they never catch them before. And guess what? You see, Pepper Room, please, I want you to help me address. See, I want to ask you a question. Why is it that when something happens on social media, you want to bash the guy, and then you want to bash the guy and then try to protect the woman? Why? Please, maybe I don't know, but please tell me.
Well, I don't think I don't really bash a guy. I kind of go 50-50. But I think sometimes social media, we tend to side with the woman because we're more emotional when it comes to that. So I think that's what it is. But I don't think that, like me personally, I try to go 50-50. I try as much as possible to go 50-50.
I know you do that.
But it's unfair. I agree, it is unfair that women are kind of like escape, in a sense. Escape accountability, right? But not in all cases. But it would be your case, you were bashed.
Yeah.
You were bashed.
Don't forget, right? The lady now let me clear this out. The lady that has been coming out to bash me is in the same situation as me. Do you understand?
I don't know about that lady.
It's in the same situation as me.
I don't know about that lady.
So let's go back. Go and check very well. So you protect her and then start bashing me every day. Do you understand?
I get you clearly. And on a party note, I want to raise a question. I think the church too should be held to higher standards. Look, every day is one pastor with his hand under somebody's skirt.
Daddy Freeze, people are not protecting Messi Aigbe. People are not protecting Messi Aigbe. Messi Aigbe is a good example. Everybody has left the man. We're facing Messi Aigbe.
Now, let me ask you a question. And this one I also wanted to address. This Messi Aigbe situation. Messi Aigbe, you know, sometimes you are in a bad situation and then you find somebody else. They now say you snatched. I don't believe personally that a fully grown man or woman can be snatched. It is impossible. That marriage was in a bad place, whether obvious or inobvious. For a man you have a husband now, Pepper Room. Is it Bobby? Yeah. Is it Yash they want to shake for him that will make him leave you?
Yeah, I'm married. I'm a married woman.
Oh, I need to speak to him.
Do you understand? So let's stop that narrative of Messi Aigbe. Ubi. Yes, now I've spoken to him before. Let's stop that narrative of Messi Aigbe snatched this woman's husband. That another actress came out and said a home built on the tears of another woman. What about the man? What if the man was crying in the marriage? Let's stop making assumptions for people. For somebody to leave a marriage, it means the marriage was not good. If they are cheating on you, there is a problem with that marriage, either with you, with him, or with the two of you together. If there's cheating, the marriage has a problem. Do you agree with me, Pepper Room?
I agree with you, Daddy Freeze. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I think the issue with Messi Aigbe was the fact that she knew the ex-wife of her current husband. So they had relations. Like, I went to her Facebook page, and this woman invited Mercy to birthday parties, events. So I think that's the problem. The fact that she knew his wife. So people are
okay, so it's more of a girl code problem now. It's now a girl code problem.
You know, that's the problem.
No, Daddy Freeze, please, can we not say because if marriages are going south, that's when there's cheating? I doubt that's a lie. People cheat whether the marriages are going good or not.
Once there's cheating, the marriage is bad. Let's agree. If there's cheating in your marriage, the marriage is bad.
Hold on.
Pepper Room,
you
agree?
The marriage is bad. That's what causes
no.
Cheating, right? That's what...
If you are cheating, the marriage is not good. It's not in a good place. If the man is cheating, the woman is cheating, the two of them are cheating, the marriage is in a bad place. Do you understand? For you to be married to a man who cannot hold himself is not good. There's a crack in the marriage.
That phrase, like I said when I started.
You said you've never cheated before.
So, like I said when I started this conversation,
and me too in this relationship, I've never cheated.
When I was married, I never cheated. And I said this, and people need to understand that and get it straight. And it's a fact, right? Now, the most important thing is, my marriage did not work, right? We went our separate ways. We are great parents to our kid. But also people need to get it from one side of their head that, see, things that are going on in the world today, right, are a lot. So we can all sit down and say, who did what? See, marriage itself is difficult. That phrase, you cannot tell me that you and taste bud sometimes now they rack up.
We dey rack now, steady. We dey fight.
It's not possible.
But we fight like friends.
You and your husband, I know they rack up. See, marriage is one of the difficult things ever.
Hey!
I tell you, it's the most difficult. But this is it. I tell people that some of us went into marriage with a book to read every day and say, on Monday, this is what will happen in marriage. On Tuesday, nobody like that, they go marriage. You go into a marriage with an open mind, knowing that that setup at church where they say, for better, for worse, till death do us part. They know why they said that. So they already know why they said for better, for worse, till death do us part. Because there's a lot that happens in marriages. You know, I have people who are married for like 30 years, 40 years. If they tell you their stories, they'll tell you that some days there's no marriage that has not got into a very, very bad path. And then it just takes two mature people to be able to repair. So, Daddy Freeze, trust me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much, Ubi. Thank you.
The day they will catch you.
Daddy Freeze.
Daddy Freeze, they make sure the day they will catch you. All of us go there and they want to.
Please, Daddy Freeze, please leave Daddy Freeze.
No, not be Daddy Freeze. I'm not talking about Daddy Freeze. I'm saying generally, the people watching and always commenting, just don't say your day go come, they go catch you.
Pepper room, the day they go catch you.
No.
Because pepper room na fine, babe. When they catch you.
So, Daddy Freeze, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ubi. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you. Take care, and God bless you all. All right, guys. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And my final take is the only time when a man can have another woman in a relationship is if he tells his wife, and his wife agrees to it. That's the only time a man can have a concubine or a second wife. If there is cheating and the cheating is hidden, the marriage has a problem. I'll take that again. If there's cheating in a marriage, husband and wife are married, and there is cheating and it is hidden, the man did not tell his wife that, babe, you know me, I like to have more than one woman in my life. And I want to be like Father Abraham. I want to be like Jacob. I want to be like David. I want to be like Solomon. So please allow me to have another wife. The wife says, no, you cannot have another wife. Okay, but can I have a concubine? The wife says, okay, have a concubine. Now you can still run under the biblical grounds and say these people I mentioned had it. Grace, we are under grace. Grace does not say you cannot have concubine. What grace says is treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. However, when you are sneaking to cheat, that one no be concubine again, no. That one no be second wife again, no. That one, now you are defrauding your partner. If you want to marry a woman that will allow you to cheat, don't marry the one you are currently with that will not allow you. So let's deal with that. Any relationship where the husband is looking outside, there is a problem in that. Is it that the husband is a problem? The union lacks something? The wife is a problem? Let me tell you something. A young man that is 25 years old. I'm not talking about somebody that is going to be 46 like me this year. When I was 25, I now marry you. you now have a condition that we cannot be sleeping with each other. You want to kill me at 26 or at 30 when as you dey wake up for morning, the thing will not wake with you like this. Do you know, when I was in secondary school, I used to be so embarrassed. I would sit down in assembly, and I'll be praying that assembly will not be over, and I'll be praying that this bubble will go down. Or I'll be putting my hand in my pocket, using my hand to hold it. Because, so just signal, when you are, between when you are like 13 and when you are like 18, Baba will just stand by himself. This be faithful. Let's be sensible when we are talking about it. If not so faithful, why are your pastors cheating? Why are your gospel musicians cheating? If it is that easy. Marriage needs responsibility. If you know you cannot handle, you need more than one woman. That's why Islam says there are men that one woman is not enough for. And I have met men that one woman is not enough for. Talk to your spouse. Tell your spouse that, look, oh, I want to have somebody else. Don't let it be like you are doing LGBT. No, let me tell you, there is like, because do you know some people can stay without eating while some can't? Some people, let me tell you, a shrew. If a shrew does not eat once every hour, it will die. Its metabolism is fast. Some people have faster metabolism. Some people have larger sex drives than other people. So because you don't have it, you are now judging the person and saying, my problem is, talk to your spouse. And there are women too that have very high libido. Don't think it's only men. No. I know a woman that every day the husband was crying. She was hopping left, right, and center. Someone said, can you tell your wife that? My wife is enough for me. When I was choosing wife, after making mistake, when you are making the new choice, you will have sense. I chose very wisely. I chose very wisely. I chose a woman that can satisfy me, can be my friend, can understand me, can be my companion. I chose very well. Oh. I carry Aigbe. You know that first one, I error. After error, you can't make two errors now. It doesn't make sense. So, small, on my own part, there's a lot of self-control. Let me tell you something. Always let your wife have access to your phones, emails, everything. I'll give you an example. Sometimes people believe that a husband and a wife should have their separate life, separate identity. That's nonsense. The Bible says a man and his wife come together as one. As one, even finances. Now, the problem is, don't go and come together with one Olori Buruku. Don't come together with Olori Buruku. Taste buds is the kind of person that will see my account balance and not start making demands for the money immediately. You know there are women like that. The kind of money where taste buds they see for my account, it reach some other women go down, they give me headache by now. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the house. Some women, once they just see the account balance, they go begin to wind you around that money. That's why some men hide money from them. So sometimes the reason why they are not opening up to you is because you are not well. You are greedy. And once there's that lock, let me give you an example. We're going to do charity yesterday. Taste buds had to send an invoice, and the invoice had deadline. But because her email is on my phone, we're searching for the invoices together. So I was helping her. Brother Shupo was driving. I was sitting in front with Brother Shupo. Taste buds was at the back. I was helping her. When I got it quicker than she did because we're running out of time. I just forwarded it to her. Babes, this is it. You understand? Meanwhile, some friends will tell you, because they want to be sharing their gossip with you about their own lives, you and your husband should not be sharing email. Don't listen to them. Most people that will tell you that are either not married or are in bad places in their marriage. Work together. Share everything you do together is what makes a couple. It now helps just in case you are tempted to cheat. Is it me that my Instagram account is open on Tasteboard's page? How do I want to cheat? Where do I want to have the conversation with the girl? Is it me that works from home? Let me tell you something. Everything I do in my life is... Tasteboard was laughing at me yesterday. In my bedroom, I have my simulator. I've been very busy for the last 4 weeks. This is the worst period. I've not flown aeroplane. Yesterday was the first time I took a flight. I came from Abuja to Lagos in my bedroom. I have my office, my studio, my altar. Everything is in this room. So how am I going to cheat? Is the person going to pass through the ceiling and enter? I was chatting with a pilot yesterday who tweeted flight level 340. Me, where I be pilot. I just zoom all tweeted it on Instagram. I just zoomed all the dials. I just said, this flight level 250, and this. So we got into a conversation. So as he was chatting with me, because my Instagram is open on Tasteboard's phone, she was seeing it. Tasteboard was like, person they fly real aeroplane. You they fly your own from inside bedroom. I said, well, I'm a simulator pilot. Any day they give me real aeroplane, I go try my luck. If we end up for Ogunpa River, now so God don't judge them. So what am I trying to say is, I also work my life in such a way that the opportunities for me to cheat are slim. Is unless I want to be arranging my neighbors' wives. And how easy is it? It's almost impossible. So also create barriers of protection around yourself as a guy. Let me tell you, guys can fall. That's why me, as you see me, any place I'm going, I have to travel. I have to come with my wife. I can't come with my wife. What am I traveling for? You want to give me $10 million? What's that thing that I want to travel for? So guys, you also need to create barriers around yourselves to protect yourselves. Once you start cheating, you can't end. It's a bad journey. Now in Reajo, where you're not supposed to begin. Once you begin, I'm not saying you can't have a concubine, no. But first of all, to have a concubine in today's Nigeria, you have to be wealthy, not rich, wealthy. You have to be able to give your wife everything she needs in this life. House in Banana Island, and your wife must be able to accept that you have a concubine. That's the first. She must be able to accept. Now, for you to be fair to her, she must not lack anything. Your children must not lack anything. Then your concubine must know that you have a wife and must respect her. Solomon that had concubine. Let me read something to you in the scriptures, because you see, my problem is you people always read one line inside scripture and use it to judge. Listen to this. First Kings, I think chapter 4, verse 22. Listen to this. First Kings chapter 4, verse 22. You people that want to be like Solomon, Solomon had 1,000 babes. Listen to this. The daily food requirements for Solomon's palace were 150 bushels of choice flour and 300 bushels of meal. Also 10 oxen from the fatting pens, meaning 10 fat cows every day, 20 pasture-fed cattle. So every day, Solomon ate 10 fat cows and 20 normal cows. 100 sheep or goats, as well as deer, gazelle, roe deer, and choice poultry. Solomon could afford to feed everybody the way Obi Kubana fed Nigerians on his mother's funeral daily. That's the person you want to be following. Someone said adultery is a sin, and Moses' laws ain't the laws where, but you know, you be olodo. I don't they tell you since British people teach you Christianity, and you know one can't join sense inside. Have you read the Antiquities of the Jews? Have you actually taken time out to study the Torah? Did Christ in any place outlaw polygamy or concubinage? What Christ said was a man cleaves to his wife. There's a hermeneutical translation according to some Jews that if a man has 4 wives, he cleaves to each of the 4 wives. Please, let's be using our sense. Solomon was the richest man on earth. His wives did not suffer. The scriptures in 1 Kings chapter 4 verse 26 says Solomon had 4,000 stalls for his chariot horses, and he had 12,000 horses. If na horse they drive those days as car, that means Solomon had 12,000 cars. Now you where they drive tuke, you want to go get 2 wives. Ofe shori ibu. Ofe daran lodidi. Ti efe baje. Ìwọ tó ti jẹun ló fẹ́ mọ ní concubine, ló fẹ́ mọ ní yahoo méjì. Okobare. So please, let's be serious. And when we are quoting scripture, let's quote it so we understand it fundamentally. And please, guys, where I fault Sammy, and like Ubi said it, is the way Sammy handled it. He could have handled it a lot better. That's my humble opinion. I'm not going to judge him for making a mistake. Even the mistake went on for months according to what they said. I can't judge him. Who am I? But let us all pray not to find ourselves in bad situations. And if we do, let us handle them well. May God give us all wisdom. Take care. God bless. I love you all.